It's time. Hold on, still crawling up. Oh! Hi. We haven't been doing a particularly great job of both being present this week. Like, right as the timer goes off. That's fine. Good morning! Good morning, folks. Francis, what if you just wake up 5 minutes earlier? It's not that. It's not getting up earlier. It's utilizing... Huh? Yeah, it's knowing when to start the food. Because a lot of the time, I try to... So from my perspective, I'm trying to get it as close as possible. I don't want to do it early. Because if you do it early, then the toast isn't crunchy anymore. And I like it when it's crunchy. And the coffee isn't hot. Yeah, and it's also warm. So it's like, there's this really weird line where it's like, you're looking at the time and you're like, when do I start the bread? So then you're trying to time it just right. So a lot of times, I get close and not quite. If I start it plenty early, then it'd be fine. Or if I'm not making toast, then usually it's fine too. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. How's everyone doing today? It's Thursday. Thursday is here.
Yeah.
Because, like...
Because, like, Thursday could not be here. Could be a different day.
Time keeps going forward. So, sorry there was no stream yesterday. Because I had talked about possibly doing first 20. I had a weird feeling. I was like, I don't think that's gonna work. Turns out it didn't. It did not work. So, that's gonna be, with any luck, next week. Well, that's what we're hoping for. Looks like you guys have been up to a lot. And people are tired. I was actually seeing that earlier before the stream started. I was looking at chat. There's quite a few people that were tired. I'm a little tired too. I was up last night. Dan was up last night. We actually went to bed not too far apart from him.
I was up last night.
Were you up last night?
Well, yeah, because you were like, when I'm done, we'll have grapes. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
So I watched Netflix and did a schedule for you that you're like, no.
I mean, I'll look at it later when things are less crazy. Yesterday, I finally finished up for realsies Red Dead, and it took a long time. And Dan decided, and that it was supposed to come out today.
Yeah.
And I told Dan, I said, listen, I'm getting this to you late. I'm sorry about that. For one, things came up because Wednesday was a bad day for me. Tuesday was a bad day for me. What was the night? That was Tuesday.
That was Tuesday, I think.
Tuesday night was a bad night for me. And then Wednesday, I couldn't get it finished in time before we started recording Custom Smash, and that took 4 hours.
Yeah.
So, like, by the time I was done with everything, I was like, listen, this is gonna be late. So, let's not worry about it. We'll just release it, like, tomorrow night. And he was like, no. Like, I can't stop you. But I did let him know that it was not imperative that we try and, release it
at normal time.
Anyway. I was actually wondering if the music was louder than normal, but I guess not. No, it's at the normal volume. It is a little crazy. I like it. Maybe it's kind of representative of how I've felt. But yeah, things will get better. This has been a crazier week than I expected.
Yeah, it has.
Like, much crazier. I should tell them what happened Wednesday. Or not Wednesday. Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Because, I shared it on Discord.
Yeah.
But obviously there hasn't been a breakfast stream.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, at 7 p.m.
Package? This is mail time. Bye.
On Tuesday at 7 p.m., the doorbell rang. It was Peggy. She was wearing an overcoat, but she also had a machete. I was worried, but I figured she might be here to fix the internet. Turns out I was wrong. I spent that evening in the hospital with a machete wound. I'm kidding. There must be a package. That's... Because it is package time. I'm just like... Doodle said, if it's Thomas, I'll freak. It's not Thomas. There's no chance. I mean, I guess there's not no chance, but like... He's at work. In Florida. Just waiting for Mallory to return. Because I'm like, what is this? She doesn't come back. It's Christmas present. Stop peeking. I think I've talked about it a little bit. Sagan? Yeah. No, he's not up here. I think I've talked about it a little before, but Mao has stuff set up where if we get mail at all, Mao knows. Like any mail. Every piece of mail. Like a letter. She gets like a notification on her phone. Informed delivery. And like it's an objectively good thing. But it does make doing anything sneaky very hard. So if I want to surprise Mao with anything, it has to be sent to my parents' house. So, that's not great. And like my parents sometimes get mail for us too. We don't really do that now, I guess, that we've been living here. But at their old place, I was like, I don't really want mail delivered here. So I would have stuff sent to them, and then they would message us and be like, hey, your package came. So if I was going to send something for Mao, I would have to message them first and be like, hey, don't message us, because then she'll know. It's like a big thing. So it was a package?
No, it was, the builder.
Oh.
One of their vans, and, they were on the phone, and he was like, just a second. And then he was on the phone, and he got off the phone, and he's like, I'm at the wrong house. And I couldn't find Sagan after, so I had to get cat treats out. Hi, buddy.
Hi.
Hey, sit. Kippy, sit.
How are they going to do that on your lap?
Sagan was sitting a second ago. Kippy, sit.
Sit. He doesn't know how to do that. He's like half on you.
Fine, Kippy. Sagan.
And the other thing is generally the treat is far enough away that he doesn't feel like he doesn't have to obey and can just murder you to get it. Mm-hmm. Because that's what that was about. He was like, yeah, I could, but if I just reach harder, I'll get it.
I don't have any more.
That's scrolling past, but that's a good question because it's related. Yeah, Lee Pine says, just finished the vlog title reviews and I have a question. How's the electrical burn issue now? Yeah. Is that your answer? It's not a good answer. It's not resolved.
It's probably not electrical, maybe.
Maybe. It's not resolved, even after all this time. And at this point, I mean, okay, for saying it's in our ballpark is wrong, but it's probably in our ballpark again. It shouldn't be.
No, it's not.
It's their problem,
Yeah.
and they know about it, and they know it's not fixed.
Yes.
But they're the type of people that, you know, it's one of those things that you've got to stay on them
and be like, hey.
It shouldn't be like that. It's just the way it is. So, yeah.
So when we first found out,
you can tell the short version. So I'll eat a little toast.
When we first noticed it, we messaged the landlord, and the landlord was like, "Okay." And then she sent out their repair person who came out and was like, "Yeah, that's concerning." And so she's like, "I'll tell them HVAC or electrical." And so they sent out HVAC. HVAC came over, got in the attic where the unit is because we don't have basements or anywhere else really to put anything. So they climbed up in the attic and they looked at that and they went in the room. And the HVAC guy was like, "This is really concerning. I'm worried for you. You know, accidents happen with this sort of thing. Have them call electrical." He's like, "Don't wait for me to get back to my office and tell my boss and my boss to message the landlord." He said, "You message her now." So I did. And she's like, "Cool, someone will be out there before the end of the week or whatever." And then, like, it's 2 days before we leave for China, and we're like, "Hey, we're leaving on Friday. You know, we really hoped to have this taken care of before we left." And she goes, "Someone will be there Friday." And we're like, "But we're leaving early." Anyway, they came out Labor Day after we were gone. And I got a text while we were in China that was like, "Hey, we're here." And
You're at the door.
I'm like, "Cool." I had been asleep because China is 12 hours time difference from East Coast. And they finally figured it out because I had told them before we left, "You will have to message, you know, Steven's parents at this number." So finally they looked back in their messages and were like, "Oh." Anyway, Steven's parents came over. The electrician said it was definitely not electrical and that it was HVAC. And the landlord was like, "Cool, I'll get on that. We'll have HVAC come back out." And that has not happened. And, you know, we've been home for 2 weeks now. And we should have messaged her and been like, "Hey."
Well,
but we've been so busy. It's been like, well...
There's been some things that, like, we've been busy.
Yeah.
And the idea of, like, we're in the middle of something and we got to deal with the doorbell or
wait for some guy to show up in the afternoon or whatever.
It's not been good timing.
Yeah.
It would have been better if this was dealt with while we were gone. Anyway.
Yesterday, Steven's recording Red Dead, and I start hearing a truck idle.
This is good.
And I'm like, huh, that's weird. But, like, everyone around us has yard service, and ours was just here, so I knew it wasn't us. And I'm like, oh, someone must be pulling up, you know, getting their mower out, getting ready to mow the neighbor's lawn. And it just kept idling. And I heard a noise, and I don't know what it was. To me, I thought a cat was on the counter knocking something off, like some paperwork or something. But it was some sort of noise, like, I didn't know. And I'm like, "Cat, get off the counter." So I go and I look. Both cats are asleep in the chairs that we have at the back window so they can look out. So I don't know if someone was at the door, like, rattling it or what. So I'm like, that's really weird and kind of concerning. So I peeked out the dining room windows, and there's a van in our driveway. No one's in the driver's seat. Driver's side door is open, and it's just idling. And it was really strange. And so I went to my studio because I have a little bit more of an angle to see the side of the van. And it's an HVAC van, the same company that was out, I think.
And they're supposed to come out.
At some point, but we've never heard when.
Well, we know they're never coming.
Oh, yeah.
We know that we're going to have to bother them, but yeah.
But I'm looking, and it's the HVAC company, and at some point the guy gets in the truck and leaves. And I'm like, I wonder if I'm going to get a text that was like, HVAC was there, but I never got a text. It was really strange. Maybe he was at the wrong house, just like the person now.
I mean, or maybe he was strictly checking the outside.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. But that's been the last little bit.
Mm-hmm. But the people that were just here were specifically from the rental company.
Well, I wish them all the best. The saga of poor service continues. SN Ozzy, you don't know how right you are.
Yeah. I don't know what it is in this county with that.
Yikes, man. Yikes. Let's read some of these alerts to get our mind off of the fact that other things are less than ideal. 2 months resub from Gigaproblem. Yo.
Hi, thanks.
That's what it says. It's yo. Thank you, Giga. 13 months from Captain Blargy. 13 months subscribed to this here wondrous morning voyage. Happy to be sharing the seas of Twitch Witchy.
Thanks, Captain.
I get it now, because it's Captain. Captain, thank you. 7 months from Lugo44. Peggy, surprise, surprise, surprise. VVV. While you were gone, I told the story that Peggy came to the door in a trench coat and a machete and stabbed me.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So don't touch me because I had surgery. 13 months from Tachi Gamer 96. Who says, over a year of crunch. Thanks for the 3-day vlogs, Steven.
About that.
You're welcome. I am glad everyone has enjoyed having 3 vlogs a day for a while. Raisins in my toast, but there probably won't be 3 vlogs today. Sorry, I sneezed. I sneezed in a particular fashion. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And like Brandon says, it's fine. It's fine. I do have one. Stop poking me. I'm not the Pillsbury Doughboy. There's
You had surgery.
And I had surgery. I think there will be one today. I think I have one ready. But anything past that, I'm like, let's cool those jets, because you know, we'll see. We'll see. Thomas voice. Thank you, Chaz. We'll see how far I get. 13 months from BC 2014. Hopefully Streamlabs doesn't swallow this one. Hope you are both keeping well and have a good morning. And a shout out to Dan for getting Red Dead edited. Thank you, BC.
Dan.
And yeah, shout out to Dan. The reason that Red Dead is going to be out on time today is absolutely, positively
Dan.
And he didn't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now the good news is, I'm sure, basically, because he messaged me when he went to bed, and he went to bed at like 3. So like he'll probably still get like 8 hours of sleep, which is good, because he'll probably just sleep until not breakfast stream, lunch bunch. Because we're doing lunch bunch on Thursdays now. It's basically officially changed.
Yeah.
So he'll probably still get plenty of sleep, but he didn't have to stay up and do that. He didn't have to. 12 months from Cybe. Would have added confetti to this message, but the Twitch baby ate it. Oh no. Yay for 1 year, and hopefully to many more. Cybe, thank you for being here for an entire year of crunch. It's a long time.
Unbent reagent, yeah, that's what he's talking about for surgery. The appendix surgery.
But it was still surgery, and I would kindly ask that no one touch my surgery parts. Don't touch my belly button. For one, because no one should be touching my belly button but me, and even I am not going to touch my belly button. There was surgery in there. I don't know if anyone else was like this. Maybe not.
You can't deal with...
Mallory seems to think that it's insane.
Yeah.
I disagree. It's
like, he doesn't even want to look at his belly button because it's different now.
It makes me feel physically ill. So I'm like, oh, don't look at it. And certainly don't touch it. The other wounds from the appendix surgery, I'm pretty much...
You can't see them anymore.
Yeah, they're like gone.
They're like that far gone.
But the belly button's an interesting one now because it's just like in my brain. It's like, it's always different. Don't ever look or touch. And I'm like, okay, you got it, brain. You got it, dumb part of my brain. I just won't do that. So can we see it for science? No. It's different now. And it'll never be the same. God, what if I had to have surgery again? They'd probably go back in that hole.
They would.
I don't want to talk about this. 100 bits from Zephyrantha. Zephyr, thank you. Air-3K gifted 2 subs. First to Masked Magician Emma, putting them at 3 months. And then to Agers10, putting them at 4 months. Thank you, Airdash. Appreciate it.
Slipping off my lap, so you're going to come up here onto my chest now.
This is where you live. This is where you're going to exist.
Hi, Fuzzy.
Let's see. We got 9 months from Origami Gamer. Says, does this mean Triple Plus? Good morning. Here's to an awesome breakfast stream. Thank you, Gummy. Congrats on Triple Plus. There's a lot of people in chat asking about surgeries now. Lee Pine says, how many surgeries have you had through this last 10 years? I mean, actually not many. 2? Just 2, right?
You just been put under for 1, but it wasn't like you were cut open for that first one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that wasn't a surgery.
I
So
mean,
just 1.
Kind of.
Well, I don't like talking about it. I don't think what's the name of it, and then I'll let people can do the research on their own time if they want. A cystoscopy.
Yeah.
I had a cystoscopy. Look that up.
Don't.
If you genuinely are that interested, just be aware that you probably don't want to know what that is. But there was no cutting, so I don't think that counts as a surgery.
Yeah.
The only surgery I had was actually the appendix. Brandon says, I'm not going to show that. Yeah, don't. Nope. Not that one.
Do you see this cat?
He's being sweet. Yankee Gal says, I have a cyst in my eye, so I have to get it checked. That sounds not good. Cysts just in general is not ideal. Not ideal. I hope that you get that resolved. I hope everyone gets. I wish well for everyone. I don't want anyone to have to deal with anything. I know that that's not the way the world works, but no pain. If I ran for office, that would be my platform. No pain, and they'd be like, well, "How are you going to accomplish that?" I'd be like, "Well, I don't know. That's just what I feel should be. No pain." 4 months from Sparks. Sparks XB. 4 months worth it. Happy birthday to your mom. Aw, thank you. Today is actually my mom's birthday.
It is.
Someone's paying close attention. Thank you, Sparks. Yeah, I would never reveal my mother's age. I presume that she is 29 forever. Which works less this year than before because now I'm older than her. Mm-hmm. But yeah, today is her birthday.
Yeah, we're getting dinner with them tonight.
Are we?
Yeah.
You set everything up.
I did.
Mallory is like the secretary of our lives.
Yeah.
For better or worse. I mean, it's for better because I'm bad at that. So, yeah. How exciting. We'll tell her happy birthday. We'll let her know that chat. Actually, I mean, my mom watches.
Yeah, she'll be watching this tomorrow.
She watches the VODs, so she will see all your messages and feel warmth. So thank you guys. 12 months from Missing No Leader. It's been 3 months since I got my job, and I'm loving it. Hope you have a good October. Oh, well, awesome. That's the other thing I hope for people. No pain and like what you do. That's my platform. That's my platform. And congrats on an entire year. Again, that's a long time. Joe Tomachek. Was it Tomachek or Tomachek? Because now I forgot. Because I said it one way, and then I was corrected to the other way, and I was like, I won't forget this, and then... Because I thought both of them, now I'm like, I don't remember which one I thought was the right one. Because I said Tomachek, I'm gonna... No, maybe I'm doing it because that one's the right one.
First time.
Tomachek, okay. So originally I was like Tomachek, and then it was corrected to Tomachek, and now my subconscious brain knew it, which is why I said Tomachek. Got it. 10 is only 6 away from 16, and only 2023 away from 2033. Coffee. It's true. Oh, I can't wait until people start hitting 16 months.
Oh, he's looking at you.
That'll be thrilling. Are you excited? People will be at 16 months?
My coffee cup is in the way.
There we go.
He's so happy.
And now you can't see anymore. Anonymous gives a sub to SilverX Lucky 7. Thank you, Anonymous. 300 bits from Gold Mage, who says, missed the last breakfast stream and going to miss the next several upcoming Tuesday streams due to holidays. So here's some extra bits. It's pretty wetted outside now. Ah, the air is wetting. Not here. We've been having the heat.
Our temperature today with humidity is over 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, Mal, you want to sit outside for lunch? And she was like,
No.
No. No, I don't. And I was like,
I mean, we got a cold front coming. It's gonna be gorgeous on Saturday.
I just want you to think about that. It's October, and it's like, what will be the temperature today? 101. And I'm like, oh, okay. It used to be that there was like...
You know the meme of the lady in glasses who's like looking in disbelief and like... Anyway.
The meme of the lady in glasses looking in disbelief.
Anyway, our weatherman retweeted it from someone that was like, me looking for this cold front Ed Piotrowski's talking about.
I know the confused lady who looks like she's like at a ball game or a big event, and it just says, what? It's just like W-A-T, and she's like, is that similar? That's kind of similar. Anyway. Oh yeah, Colin says, back to what you were saying earlier. What happened Tuesday night? I just realized I never actually told this story. I should probably tell that story quick. On Tuesday night, 7 p.m., I'm like, okay, we should probably eat. So I go into the kitchen, and I'm like, Mal, let's cook dinner. And she says, okay. She comes out, and then all of a sudden I'm just hit with like this terrible wave of like, it's really hard to put into words, but like confusion, fogginess, just a terrible feeling of like sickness, but not like physical sickness, like fogginess or can't think straight or something. Just don't feel good. Not vertigo, not necessarily dizziness, just like something is wrong, something is very bad, and I'm not sure what it is. And you know, I'd called Mal in so we could eat dinner, and it's like, Mal, can we wait on dinner? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, I think I need to lay down. And she's like, okay, you know, for how long? And I was like, I don't know. I need to lay down. So I did, and I went and laid down, and you know, Mal didn't really know when to wake me up, so she just let me sleep. And then I didn't wake up until it was almost midnight. So at midnight, I wake up and I'm like, okay, I slept 5 hours. And then I go get Mal. She was concerned, and she said, you know, I think maybe you might be dehydrated. And I was like, maybe. So I drank a ton of water, and then by then I was hungry. I was really hungry. And we made dinner, and by the time we finished everything, it was probably close to 2. And I was like, I'm not really sure what to do, because I was thinking, like, hi, bud. Yeah, I was going to say you're going to throw something on the ground. Do I try and stay up and get some work done because I didn't get everything done I needed to do? Or do I just go to bed and just see how long I, you know, sleep? So I decided to go to bed and just see what happens. So we went to bed, and I actually ended up sleeping the entire night, which was surprising. I slept until 8.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that at all. I was like, well, I've already slept 5 hours. There's no way I'm going to sleep 6 more. But I did. So I don't know if it was dehydration. I don't know exactly what it was. But I felt better. I don't know. And yeah, I mean, it very well could have been dehydration, because I'm not the best at making sure I drink enough liquid, especially water. So I drink water at restaurants for the most part.
Yeah.
I drink water at home for meals, but every other time I'm like, yeah, I'll have a coffee or a tea. At least I don't drink as much soda as I did.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Less sugar.
Yeah, that too. People are asking for beans.
Beans.
It is bean time. Have these beans.
I don't always get to hit the bean button.
You're always welcome to hit the bean button.
Thank you.
Anytime you'd like,
Okay.
really. Just feel free.
Okay.
Not like anytime. You can't just go nuts on the bean button.
I can.
Well, I mean, don't do that. But like the one time where we do it, you can do that. Jam says, you're older than you've ever been, and now you're older still. You just need rest, Grandpa. Maybe. I mean, the thing is, like, for the most part, I've been getting enough sleep lately. There has been a few nights in the last week or so where things have not been perfect, but for the most part, I think it's been pretty great. Yay. It's also been a busy week. Anyway, let me jump back into this. 4 months from Commander Beckles, who says, thanks for being my Tuesday and Thursday morning podcast to get me through the workday. No problem, Commander. Because they're Commander. Salute. Yankee Gal 13 gives a sub to Mean Girls, putting Mean Girls at 1 month. I've never seen that movie.
I know.
Have you?
I have.
I feel like it's a requirement for, like, every, like, woman to have seen this movie, because it seems like they can just reference it. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I saw it when it came out and have not seen it since, so...
It's alright. Cheers to the Milk Bomb. Spark Strike 13 gifting 10 Tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you, Spark Strike. I will be getting down to those momentarily. DC20 will save, resubscribes for 13 months. Crunch Munch 13, unlucky? Maybe, but oh god, it's Peggy with a machete. I think it's actually kind of wonderful that the people that have subscribed since the beginning and followed it all the way through, 13, the unlucky number, is actually landing in October. How appropriate. It's so spooky. Very spooky. 2 months from Annoying Gamer 12. Hi, Stephen and Mal. Being here live is very difficult because I'm from California, but crunch time is always fun. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Make sure that you get enough rest. As someone who has dealt with that...
Grandpa's advice.
In the past. If Dan were here, which he isn't because he's asleep, he would say the same thing. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. 13 months from Felipe Correa 1. I've pronounced that name so many different ways. I've said Korea. I've said Korea. I could just say Felipe C. And I would say myself the mental anguish of like, how do I say this name? Good morning. I don't have class today, so I'm able to watch the Breakfast Fun Time. Yay. Felipe, thank you. And again, you also are one of the people that fall into the 13 in October spooktacular fun time. Saibi gifts a sub to Snozzy6. Saibi, thank you. 1,500 bits from Origami Gamer, who says, so I took a calculated risk, but man, I am bad at math. My kitty Camille was going to knock over an open box of cereal. In my attempt to stop her, I dropped my cereal bowl and it shattered. The cereal still ended up on the floor. Sending lots of love to you.
Whew. That's not fun. Cereal and ceramic.
That's bad. That one in particular is pretty bad. There's definitely been times where my brain also has crossed a wire. Where like you're trying to prevent something and your brain shuts off to do that thing. You're like, I've got to stop that. And then only halfway through are you like, wait, no, bad. Yeah, that's not good. There's
you
also
just broke something 3 days ago?
Yeah.
That's what else you can do today while I'm at my dentist appointment. Is you can go get a new one.
Yeah, you're in good company, Gami, because I broke a cat's bowl like a day or two ago.
The cat dish, yeah.
Yeah. It was I threw it.
Is that what you did?
I dropped it, but I dropped it at a high velocity going straight. I mean, it wasn't a frisbee, but like the bowls are ceramic, and I was washing it out, and I was, as I was finishing washing it out, I grabbed a paper towel, and then I was going to dry it off. And I got the paper towel, and then I don't know what I did with my hands. It was like, whoop, and I was standing at the sink, and it just went boom into the sink, exploded, and like it's in big chunks, but there's little tiny shards that are just like, bing. And I started picking them up, and I was like, I think I got them all, maybe. And then Mal comes out, and she's like, it's everywhere. And I'm like, it is? And she's like, that's what this is. This is ceramic. And I was like, oh. So...
Fossack says Steven yeeted the cat bowl.
Yeet! And like, I actually went over to where I feed the cats, and there's a big chunk of ceramic over there. I'm like, how did you go this far? How? But it's true, Lux. At least I didn't microwave Mal's mug. Could have been worse. Or sadder. That's just sad. That would have been like, how did he do that again? Didn't he learn anything the first time? Anyway, Gami, thank you so much for the bits. ML Finney, Megan, resubscribes. It's 5 total. I'm a bit late today, but glad to catch a stream live again. The Vlogalanche has been awesome. Thank you for your hard work. Have a great day, folks. Thank you. And I hope everyone's been enjoying the vlogs. We've covered an entire month's worth of vlogs.
Yeah.
In a very short amount of time.
Well, what comes out today?
What do you mean?
What happens in today's vlog that comes out? The one that's done.
In today's the one that's done, I rant about the fact that Resident Evil 6 shouldn't have vehicle sections.
Okay, what part of the month is that?
August 20th?
Okay.
Or around there?
Okay.
Somewhere around there. So I'm not exactly sure. We got 245 bits from 05 Nataku. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. We got 11 months from Sapphire Becco, who says, overslept, but here now to share my 11 months. Hope all is well, but sounds like I missed a lot today. No worries, I'll catch up on the VOD. We had a few stories. We had I was going to say a few doorbells. We had a doorbell.
Yeah.
But it was okay. But yeah, there's quite a bit of stories. I don't think we even started reading alerts until 15 minutes in today.
Yeah. Because we had to go answer the doorbell.
And we had a lot to talk about.
Uh-huh.
There was at least one machete. In my story. 500 bits from Am in Iowa, who says, have some bits in celebration of me paying off my student loans!
Congratulations!
I will always clap for that. That's amazing. Good work. Holy crap. Yeah, anyone who's paying off their loans, cheers. That's awesome. Being under that thumb, no matter what the debt is a dreadful feeling. And finally getting out from under it is amazing. I mean, I can't say that from experience because I'm still very much in student debt. But one day I hope to join you guys. That's the goal. Am in Iowa, congrats. Very, very cool. 3 months from Hales Galaxy says 3 months of crunch. That's a plus.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Galaxy. 300 bits from Satsy, who says airborne morphine to make less pain and lots of like what you do. Maybe that'd be a good bad platform. I don't know if anyone could win running on a platform of we're gonna spray stuff into the air to make you enjoy what you do. Everyone be like, wait.
I know people aren't always thrilled with the mosquito trucks coming around here, but we have a lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah, but no one ran on that.
No.
That would be a really weird platform to run. We'll spray the mosquito trucks more. Everyone would be like, why? Are they not working? No, they're working fine. But we're going to get every last mosquito. Who knows? Sassy, thank you for the bits. 1,000 bits from Chemist2020, who says, happy birthday to Mama George. Another birthday wish. Chemist, thank you. And I actually didn't know we were seeing my parents tonight. Did you tell me?
I texted the family chat so you saw it.
Oh, that's not... It's not that I don't read it. It's that a lot of times my brain is like... doesn't process super well. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm mostly looking for pictures of Rocco.
Do you remember when we got in the car last night and I was like, hey, should I message your parents and be like, hey, are we grabbing dinner for birthday tomorrow? And you were like, yeah, do that. I'm like, okay, so I did.
Not really. I believe you. I just don't. It's not that I don't read it equals I don't read it. I do read it, but like, I don't read it when it comes in.
No.
I read like sometimes at like the end of the day I'll read it, or like, so if there's anything in there that's like super important, I usually miss it. I catch up a lot in the bathroom. It's like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom. Oh, a few hours ago, Dan needed something. Oh, whoops. Hey! Everyone knows that if you have to reach me, if it's an emergency, to call. And that anything less than a call is just
or they
like
message
not...
me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll read it whenever I'm able to process it. That's right, Satsy. Because it's like, you don't want to... Because like if I'm busy and stuff, I don't want to try and like take that.
Chess says everyone knows. Yeah, what Mel said.
Anyway, Chemist, Thank you for the bits. And now let's read those 10 subs from Sparkstrike 13. They went to Mvors, Zelda Rock 16, Kronstel, Paladin X Gamer, Dynamo Duskull, probably makes more sense. Nico Blazewind, Aldo 512, Magical Popcorn, Queen of Twilight, and Zimmer CJ. Sparkstrike, thank you so much for the 10 gift subs this morning. So much generosity. So much generosity. 8 months from Yvette, who says, 1 month till Twitch, baby. 1 month, Yvette. Soon the child will be born. 400 bits from Ambi Walsh. Happy to see you this morning, grandparents. My big dog is currently in the animal hospital for, irony alert, dehydration and kidney issues. Outlook uncertain, so please pray, send hugs, etc. And I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that your doggy gets better soon. I know that it's already an issue, like, to have something going on with your health, but then whenever it's a pet, it's so much worse because you can't explain to them. Mm-hmm. That's the thing that, like, always hurts Mal and myself, is if the cats are having an issue, like, you can't tell them what's wrong, and I think that's the hardest part. Yeah. But all the well wishes, and you've got a lot of supportive people here too that will send prayers and hugs your way. We've got 310 bits from Jam, who says, remember that the 3rd of October, Fullmetal Alchemist, and then remember Peggy in 14 years from now this Saturday, October 5th. Busy week for dates. Actually, Dan just finished recently the memorable moments from Extra Life last year. And he told me, he said, hey, I know that we don't release memorable moments on Saturdays. He said, but he's like, this Saturday is the 1 year anniversary of Peggy. He's like, should you release the Peggy memorable moment on Saturday? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I was like, I could, you know. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. If I should release it on the 1 year anniversary. I could also release it like Monday.
Yeah.
And that would be... People are saying yes. Hey Siri.
Start calling me. I like it when Siri calls me by the wrong name.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say call somebody, and
oh no, I couldn't think of a name fast enough.
There's times I've been like, can you do this? And she'll be like, calling this person you haven't talked to in 10 years. I'm like, no, don't do that. What was I doing?
You're having Peggy remind her. You're having Siri remind you about Peggy.
Hey Siri. Remind me today at 6 p.m. to schedule the Peggy memorable moment for Saturday.
Okay.
Done. That's how things get done. If I tell the phone and the phone tells me, it generally gets done. Not all the time, but generally. Jam, thank you for the bits, and also thank you for the reminder, because I'm glad I was able to bring that up. Yankee Gal 13 gives us up to Mosquito Lord, who will be dead under my platform. Thank you, Yankee Gal. We get 100 bits from the guy 2503. Thank you, guy. And then 300 bits from Marty Griff 1980 says, when you keep on taking on debt in 1,000 blank white cards, you will always be in debt. Oh, I try not to take any debt in 1,000 blank white cards. If life was like 1,000 blank white cards, it'd be really easy to be rich, because you'd get in a lot of debt, and then you'd be like, oh, but I'm playing my reverse negatives card, and now I'm rich. I'm not sure how much debt credit card companies and stuff would actually let you get into. Probably a lot, but not like too much.
What is he doing?
He's sniffing the toilet.
Okay.
I can't answer why he's doing that. I can only tell you what he's doing.
Last night, we were getting ready for bed, and Kepler is howling across the house somewhere, and I go check on him. And he's just sitting in the other bathroom on the bath mat. You know how when he tucks his little hands under so his little elbows stick out? And he sits like this, just in a little cat loaf? He's just sitting like that, howling. On the bath mat. In the other bathroom.
strange. It's very strange.
I don't know. He had a bath last night. So maybe he was just upset, so he went in the bathroom and protested. I don't know.
Yeah, he stepped in a pee.
Yeah, in the litter box.
Yeah.
And then he had litter stuck in his
Angry at
beans.
bathrooms.
Yeah, he's angry at bathrooms. But he hasn't had a bath since they were kittens or something. Like Kepler,
It's been a long time.
Kepler doesn't really get messy like Sagan does. And he was not okay with all of that happened. And he only needed a little bit of water to get his feet wet.
I mean, I'm sure every cat is different. Our cats have always felt magical to me because, like...
Magical?
No, I'm serious. Because, like, their litter box is pretty big in terms of, like, litter boxes. Mm-hmm. But it's not giant.
Yeah.
And they both pee in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll manage to get in and not get... I mean, I guess they're animals and they get disgusting no matter what. But, like, you would assume that if you're jumping into a box that's got, like, pee in it, you would come out with pee. And they don't. I don't know how they do that. Sometimes I see them be, like, daintily get in it. So it's like they look over the edge and they're like, where do I stand? I'll stand here. But then other times they're like, woo!
We scoop the box quite a bit and they go so much because Kepler drinks water all the time. I've never seen a cat drink water like him. Because he'll walk by the fountain and just take some drinks. And
he does drink a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of urine in this house.
Yeah. In the box, the cat box.
Yeah.
They don't have accidents.
They have never peed anywhere. Ever.
They did the very first night we got them.
No, they didn't.
When they were kittens.
Was that a pee?
Yes.
I thought it was a poop.
I thought it was pee. But it was like the very first night. And they never did it since.
That was a pee?
I don't remember. But they, whatever it was, I mean, they don't...
It doesn't count.
They
The
don't
first
go
night doesn't
outside
count.
the box
You get one
ever.
mulligan. That was the mulligan.
And they were babies.
And they also didn't...
And it was a new place.
They'd never been there
Yeah.
before. They get that. Kepler pooped on the door. That did happen.
I mean,
Yeah.
wasn't that like a jump out of the box, fling it?
That just happens in
normally
general.
happens.
You should see the side of our washing machine.
Because the litter box is right there.
Yeah. Yeah. But as far as like peeing or pooping elsewhere in the house, yeah, they've never done that.
Hi,
And
buddy.
I'm thankful because I know that some pet owners struggle with that. Mm-hmm. Chaz says, how about a new topic? But why? I don't understand. There's a sub from Jithery Eagle. Jithery Eagle, thank you. And then also 13 months from Troop Captain 97. It says, 13 months, I can't think of anything clever to say! That's fine.
3 good.
It's fine.
Number of goods, 3.
Trace Bien. To all of you. So even though we didn't do the first 20 stream, we will be doing the Link's Awakening continuation tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
So that'll be happening. So be sure to tune in tomorrow at, like, you know... 7:45. That's fine. Yeah.
There are bagpipes.
7:45 is probably when we'll it'll be like last week.
Yeah.
And because it takes half an hour to get started, so we'll do that, and maybe we'll see, you know, what happens.
My videos are out. Both of them now.
Yes. The
The
full
pink
version
cloud
is
painting.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Bagpipes intensifies. Also, I saw I scrolled past. I think it was Lee and asked about my thoughts on the Nintendo Direct from September 4th.
Uh-huh.
We didn't watch it. Sorry, we were in China.
Yeah.
I watched the bullet points, or I read the bullet. I didn't watch. I read.
I mean, you watched them with your eyes, but it was text and not someone speaking.
Yes. And so I looked at the bullet points. I was like, okay. That was it. And it was, you know, it was only about... Was it the full Direct? I think it was.
I don't remember.
I only cared about the Smash
You
stuff.
just read them to me.
Yeah. No, it was... There was other stuff in there, because I remember... Yeah, I remember, vaguely. Anyway, I didn't watch it. I'm not watching it now. It's too late. I know what's in it. I've played as Banjo. It's fine. And Nerdia says, have you had a chance to play Banjo? Yeah, I've played Banjo a little bit. He's fun.
Yeah. I don't like how you get stuck with Kazooie shooting the eggs.
What?
You haven't noticed that?
When you hold B?
Yeah.
Tap B.
I know. I don't like how you get stuck.
You get stuck?
Yeah, if you don't tap B after you're done.
Oh, because, like, for a split second after you're done shooting, you're still in the gun position.
You have to get out of that.
You can probably tap, like, shield.
Yeah, I know.
Or something.
I know. I figured that out. I just didn't like it.
I mean, it was... Whatever. It's a fun character.
Yeah.
Chaz says, what shield? Very on brand for Chaz, and actually a very real question. Chaz, you have to use shield. You have to use shield. Shield has been in there since the beginning. The first game had shield. And it's not even like, that's for high-level play. It's like, no, you have to use the shield. I demonstrated my... Also, wasn't Chaz in the finals of the series we did where everyone at ChefCon played Smash? Not to spoil it, but, like, if you haven't seen that... Yeah, okay. Chaz, that's a bad example, but...
Thomas, it's fine.
Thomas, out of nowhere, it's fine. It's fine. 500 bits from Jam, who says, Stephen, considering how much of the vlog relates to bodily functions, we would be more surprised not to hear all the details of cat urine and poop on a regular basis. Well, I think it's one of those things that, like, people, for the most part, they know what they're signing up for. Mm-hmm. They do. There's always going to be, like, some sort of shock from being here for the first time, from watching vlogs for the first time, be like, oh, he talked about the cats pooping or whatever. But, like, after a few times, you're like, oh, that's just what this guy's about. It's what I want to be known as, you know, or, like, once I'm gone, people will remember.
Okay, whenever you're done.
You're just getting on Twitter? You can't just do that. You can't just do that.
What?
You can't just ignore me. Hey. Jam's right.
Hey.
Jam's right. Thank you for the bits. Not wrong. But, you know, we've always just tried to not put it on too thick. The conversation.
Read the rest of the alerts.
Sorry. Courtney subscribes. Thank you, Courtney. And then also Existential Joker gives a sub to Cat Poop. That one's not my fault. They did that. I didn't do that. Joker did that, so can't. What is that?
Kepler's playing with a crunchy ball. The crinkle balls. The ones that make noise.
Anyway, be sure to join us tomorrow for the continuation of the Link's Awakening stream. Should be good.
Yeah.
I don't remember where we were. We'd finished the third dungeon?
I have an idea of where we are.
Also, I'm going to ask a question, and this is like... I don't think this is spoiling stuff. It's spoiling it a little bit. I've been told, because I know about this, I've just never played it because it's not in the first one. The color dungeon. When can we go to the color dungeon? What do we have to go to the color dungeon? It's my question. I've never played the color version of Link's Awakening DX. And there is a dungeon that is unique to it, and you get a special item after getting Dash. So we can go. I also don't even know where it is. I just know it exists. Magic Powder and Dash. Okay. Okay.
Did you hear Kepi gurgle meow when he came up the stairs? When he did it.
Okay, I appreciate it, chat. I just, I've never played it, and I know about it, and I know the stuff, so read the library book. That's a good little push in the right direction. Okay. Go to the library. Cool. So, go to the library.
Remind me tomorrow.
It's a completely optional thing because it wasn't in the first Link's Awakening, but it's like.
Is it in the remake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I've never played the dungeon. It'll be something that's completely new for me too. Yankee Gal 13 gives a sub to Sneezing, and Gold Mage gives a sub to Cat Pee. Again, I didn't do it. That was not my. I'm done for today talking about Cat Pee, who now has a subscription to this channel. Oh, he's passed out.
Yeah, Kepler ran around for 5 minutes, and now he's just on his side, stretched out, head down.
He played too hard. You played too hard, baby. He's ridiculous.
He just passed out, like, came up here, gurgled, passed out.
I was like, wait, which one is this? I was like, which Zelda game is this? Is this Link's Awakening? And I was like, oh, it's Shovel Knight. It's Shovel Knight.
Close.
Not really. Not really.
Here, take a picture, Kippy.
Oh, so you can post it?
Yeah.
So everyone can see?
Do it quick before he looks at you.
The second one's good.
Okay, the second one.
We'll make sure you guys can see this. Give us just a moment. Mods, she'll post it in the mod, and then you'll have it. Gold Mage gives a sub to Mao is awesome. Gold Mage did the Cat Pee and then was like, but also, hey.
Brandon posted it, so.
Gold Mage, thank you. And.
Oh, it's how is it upside down?
Yeah, it's not upside down. Chaz? Chaz? Chaz, what? Chaz, sigh. I mean, of all of the things, that is pretty great. 300 bits, the ether's real. Get some more coffee, everyone. Coffee. Mine's a little cold. gonna have to do that.
It's not the phone upside down, because when the picture in my phone is right side up, and when I posted it on the mod channel, it's right side up.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird. Don't know. Anyway, Ether, thank you. Since we're round in the corner here at 10, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I will wrap it up by saying Mal Makes stuff is out, full version, in the time-lapse of Pink Cloud.
Uh-huh.
It's worth watching. Today, if you've seen Twitter, you're aware that the finale of Red Dead is out. Also, just saw in chat here, Sparks15 says, just got my StephenVlog keyring. Fangamer seems to have a few left still. Yes. If you haven't managed to get a keychain, Fangamer does still have some of those.
Yeah, and their Nightbot is correct. They're back in stock for a limited run.
Yep. We sold a ton at the very, very beginning, and it prompted them to restock and do another batch, and now there are some left. As a result. So if you never had one, and you were like, wait, I want to do that, then you can do it. It's on the thing. Thomas says, at least one. Go get it. Or however many you need. I don't know. I'm not you. And Brandon says there probably won't be a third order. Yeah, at this point, no.
No, I don't think so.
If they decided to make a third order, I'd be like, but why? Because the first order sold out super fast. In fact, they were telling me that because it was out for Black Friday, and it was like one of the top selling things on Black Friday at Fangamer, and they were like, "Yeah, this is wild." And I'm like, "Well, you know, we told people about it. We're like, hey, we're doing this thing," and they sold super fast, which is why they made more.
Yeah.
So that explains why they did something. And James says, "Hope you guys can make something else for future merch. It's awesome." I have some other ideas for things that Fangamer could do. We'll see what happens in the future. Also, just in general, I need some more time to work on like our normal merch because that hasn't been updated in a significant amount of time.
Yeah.
It's on my to-do list. I've had a lot of like really great shirt ideas, and no time to adequately work on them. Soon. And also 200 bits from Sparks XV15. Thank you, Sparks. Yeah, Red Dead finale's out today. It's not really one. If you're like, oh, I'm gonna watch this finale. I've never watched the series and know nothing about it. I'm gonna watch the finale. Don't. It wildly spoils everything in the game. So don't. It's not for you. It's for everyone else. But I do highly recommend that series. It's good. Even though it's long, it's quite succinct, and it focuses on the story missions, and I do believe that you would like it. And then there will be at least one vlog out today. And then also, to all of the patrons, because yesterday was Patreon video day, and there was not a Patreon video, because Red Dead and Custom Smash, that will be coming out today, and it might be a little bit later. Yeah. Probably. But that'll be dropping today. So, it's coming. Thomas says, Steven says, don't watch my videos. I hate making money. I just genuinely don't want people to watch the finale if they haven't watched the series, because it will spoil everything, and it's a game that you really don't want to spoil. If there's a potential at any point in the future that you're going to watch or play this game yourself, don't do it. Because it's really good. It won a ton of awards, and to be honest, it absolutely deserves them. I understand that there are gameplay issues because Rockstar has this thing where they don't make games perfect, but they make them big, and they're close, but it's not perfect. But they're good, and the story is so stinking good. I think it's the best story in a game I've ever played. I'm very passionate about it. Brandon says, Thomas, you got him started. Yeah, Thomas, be careful. Be careful. Anyway. It's great, and actually one of the things I'm most excited about being done with Red Dead is that Mal gets to play it. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to, and I don't know how soon that's going to be, but just, it can now happen, so, yeah. You're going to love it. You're going to love it!
I've been waiting to play it for a long time.
Because I played GTA 5, and I was like, Mal, GTA 5 is real good, and then finally, she got a chance to play it, and she's like, you're right, it's really good, and I was like, I told you! And like, Red Dead's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, okay. I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done.
Okay.
Thank you all so much for being here. Mods, thank you for being here, helping out. Everyone who sent stuff, subbed, hitting 13 months in spooky October time. Thank you for your support, and we will see you tomorrow at 7:45 p.m. Eastern. For our Link's Awakening stream. And also, I'll never get the notification right.
Yeah.
Because when I have to keep changing it, I can't remember to do that. It's safer just to leave it one thing all the time. Hey, it's morning and we're live for Link's Awakening. I can't remember to do it. I just can't.